Yo, 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 what's going on, y'all? Welcome to the High Score Podcast. I'm Mike and D. I don't know where D at right now. How y'all feeling tonight? Let me get this fantasy stuff pulled up right quick. Give me a second. This is not what I said. What's going on? How everybody feeling tonight? See if I can get this thing to work. I'm trying to get the fantasy stuff to pull up. This shit been acting so dumb lately, y'all. It's crazy. I don't know where my boy at. I ain't heard from him. Let's send him a text. See what's going on, man. Wow, this shit happened real times. There we go. We got action. All right, now I got it pulled up. Since I'm in by myself right now, I'll just go over the scores and the standings. Uh, this weekend, fantasy football. Southside Falcons beat Team Jerf by 3 points. I pulled it out. Not even a whole 3 points, like 3 point, like 2.5, 4 points, 2.3 points. But I beat him 236 to 223. Black Order beat Revis and Butthead 267 to 159. The Big Apples beat Overdue Bills 241 to 196. Tampa Bears pulled out the victory 200 to 178. Louis Hawk had a tough little battle with Young Dolph. He pulled it out though. He beat him 265 to 248. And I did not see this until just now, but future Super Bowl champs took a L. That's crazy. What's going on, Louis? How you feeling tonight, my boy? I just found out that Peter lost this weekend. That's why he been so quiet in the chat. He lost to Queen B 244 to 223. And Sky Marshall, of course, still number one in the league. He beat Vita Vito 232 to 168. And those are your scores from last week. Uh, I hope Pete come in here tonight. He's been in here every other night. What's going on, Jeff? How you feeling tonight, my boy? Well, goddamn, Carlos, where you go at? Good to see you in here tonight, my boy. Uh, Let me see why Pete been so quiet. I ain't heard from Pete all weekend. Now I just found out why. How y'all boys feeling tonight? What's on y'all mind? See, this my problem with that shit though, bro. You come on here and talk all that shit while you winning, but then when you lose, you don't want to come on here and talk. That's what I need. I need motherfuckers to come on here and talk when they lose. I lost. I still came on this bitch every week. Old Pete want to talk all that shit, then he catch a L. We can't find him. It don't make no sense. It's a sad, sad thing, bro. That's a sad thing, man. He definitely gotta defend his loss, man. I hate when people do that, man. Next time he come in there talking shit, I'm gonna get on his ass. Cause I don't even want to hear it. You talked all that shit the whole time. You was winning all them games. Now I can't find you. I ain't seen you in the chat in about three days. Probably longer than that. I don't think I seen him all week. So I don't know. I don't know. LeBron is currently 5 points away from becoming the only player in history to ever reach 39,000 career points. That's crazy. He goat like. He goat like. How y'all feeling about your fantasy? Well, I know how you feel already, Jeff. How you feel about your fantasy, Louis? You had a tough battle with Young Dolph this week. Let me go over the standings right quick. Sky Marshall in the first spot at 10-1. Just winning every fucking week. Only loss he got is to Pete. Number 2 is the Black Order. He had 8-3. Next we got future Super Bowl champs Pete. Took his first loss in like 5-10 weeks. He was fucking steamrolling everybody till he met Queen B. Pete is now number 3 in the league. Louis Hawk came up to 4 at 6-5. Revis and Butthead at 5 at 6-5. Queen Bee at 6 at 6-5. Team Jerf at 7 at 5-6. And then look who came up from the depths of the league, all the way at the bottom of the league, came back. Now I'm back in the playoffs. Southside Falcons, baby, 5-6. We just gotta win out. If we can win out, we'll be good. The Big Apples is on the 3-game winning streak. He 5-6, so watch out for the Big Apples. Vita Vito at 5-6 on a 3-game losing streak. Young Dolph at 5-6. I'm sorry, at 4-7. He on a 2-game losing streak. Then you got Tampa Beards at 4-7. Overdue Bills at 3-8. And the rookie veterans at 2-9. And that is our standings for the week. I'll go over our picks if D show up. If not, I'll probably just wait till Friday to do that. What he say? I hear LeBron holds the all-time flops lead. You are such a hater, bro. That's crazy. Let me tell you what he is doing though, because I just seen it on my phone. Give me 1 second. He got a career best field goal percentage, 58.6%. Career best what the fuck is that? I don't know what that is, so I ain't gonna say what that is. Career best points in 36 minutes. He averaging 29 points a game right now. He leads the NBA in restricted area field goal, 81.7%. He leads in the fourth quarter points per game with 9.2 points a game in the fourth quarter. He leads the NBA in fourth quarter plus or minus at plus 6.3. Absolutely insane. Call him Goat James for a reason. Louis Hawk said been holding on. And he said more time left. What you mean more time left? In fantasy, yeah, it's more time. We got a few more weeks to get it together, man. Everybody got a few more weeks. I was talking to Jeff earlier. I was like, man, don't give it up yet. You got time to make the comeback, man. You never know what could happen in the first round because sometimes these teams they be sitting those key players at the end of the season to get ready for the playoffs. So you might think you're gonna get blown out, but you might not. Because that person might not have the player they need in that first or second round of the playoffs. So it's always a chance. It's always a chance to make a comeback. While I'm here, I need to check my fantasy basketball. I'm so trash in fantasy basketball, bro. 0-4, straight trash. I'm just disappointed in my team at this point. Setting up my lineup right now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, man. What y'all feel about Aaron Rodgers saying that he plan on practicing in 2 weeks? He said he'll be back in about 2 weeks. He gonna start practicing. I was like, damn, that's kind of fast, ain't it? He just tore the ACL at the beginning of the year. I mean, tore his Achilles at the beginning of the year. I said that's crazy. I just read it I think it was on Instagram or something. I was reading that on. Actually, I seen that on ESPN. He talking about coming back in 2 weeks. Well, not coming back, but he gonna try to make a comeback. What about Zach Wilson getting benched? I think it's about time. I mean, the boy ain't produced nothing. I'm surprised they ain't cut him all the way. To be honest, bro, just get him the fuck out of there. He obviously ain't the guy. They wasted a draft pick on him. Um, I think the plan was to have him sit behind Aaron Rodgers anyway and try to learn from Aaron for a year or two. But Aaron got hurt 4 plays into the season, so that kind of screwed their plan up. So I don't know. They benched him for somebody. I don't remember what his name is, but he ain't gonna be no better. So I don't know. It's a crazy situation. Yeah, he all the way to third string. They did him dirty. They might as well just release him. At that point, I'll say just release me. Shit. Release me and let another team. Yeah, his name Bull. Yup. I don't know how much better Bull gonna be, but I mean, I guess they had to do something. For to me, the coach did that so he don't lose his locker room. Simeon, you talking about the boy from he used to be in what's that Denver he was in? Trevor Simeon, I want to say he played in Denver. That shit crazy though, man. It's like I thought that the Jets was gonna be a Super Bowl contender this year, and I still think they got the defense to do it. But I don't know about that offense. Even with Aaron Rodgers, like they need. Well, I think when Aaron come back, he'll free up that box. They won't be loading the box against Brees Hall, and Brees Hall can run the ball a little bit. And then from there, Aaron Rodgers will dink and dunk it and shred apart them zone defenses. And they can win some games with Aaron. So I think next year will be a better year. They just got screwed this year, early in the season too. That shit was fucked up. Yeah. All right. We'll have to see, man. I don't know if it's he just don't fit into that system in New York or what. But Zach Wilson ain't been having. I really don't know much about him from college either. So I don't know. Louis Hawk say Wembenyama has season low 3 rebounds. How is it possible that he had 3 rebounds, bro? That motherfucker 8'8". He 8 inches, 8 feet tall. Or however that should go. How the hell he only got 3 rebounds, man? I don't know. You think the rigors of the season getting to him already? And tonight is I think the last game in the in season tournament, this first round. And then when you get the if you win tonight, you go to the next round, I believe. But the next round is win or go home, like college basketball. So I'm watching this high school basketball game right now. This young boy hooping. He busting their ass. Zach Wilson though, I think he done for sure. He might get his chance with another team, but he basically a backup quarterback for the most part. He a backup quarterback. It be like that sometimes. I don't really understand the tournament, Louis. Like I get what they trying to do, but I don't understand the tournament though. Like they should have just did the tournament for like 3 weeks straight and got it over with. Like they doing it every other or like once or twice a week. That shit don't make sense to me. Like I thought they was gonna make it like the NCAA tournament. When I go home, they make it like kinda like the Olympics. To be all the way honest with you. That's what it's kind of like with the group play. You gotta win your group to get to the next group, and all that is weird. I'm not a fan of it either, to be honest. If you want to do it, I like the tournament they do, the play-in tournament. That makes sense. Yeah, there you go. Do the in-season tournament instead of All-Star weekend, which I kind of liked what they done with the All-Star game at the end of it the last few years, but like you said, they could have just done it, but then you run into the players not getting a break and all of that, which I don't think I mean, just do the in season tournament then. You right. It makes more sense. And it'll give you something to watch. Because it'll actually be competitive. That fucking All Star game ain't even really competitive no more, man. It's not even really competitive. Y'all watched that Monday night game last night? I watched most of it. It was a good game too. It was like it was like mainly Kansas City in the first quarter, and then in the second quarter it was the Philadelphia made some major adjustments, and they came back and won that shit. That's what championship teams do. Heard that. Breaking news: Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, and Washington topped the college football rankings for 2023. I mean, for this week. Florida State in fifth. Hi, Florida State. Well, that shit crazy. And prayers to what's his name? Jordan Travis, I think his name is. Pray for JT, man. That man broke his ankle this weekend. They was playing against some sorry ass college, and he fucked around and broke his ankle. That's probably his last college football game in his career. So shout out to that man, bro. It was a really good game, but for Kelsey to have zero targets almost in the first half is crazy to me. And then he fumbled that bitch at the end of the game. That shit hurt them. So I don't know. I think it's something going on with Kansas City offense. I can't figure it out right now. They need more. They need more out of somebody. They need more from the running back position, to be honest. Like Pacheco was getting like little 5 yard clips here and there, but he wasn't like a dominant running back the whole night. You feel what I'm saying? I think that would take the pressure off of Patrick Mahomes. Bro, who's the receiver for the Chiefs that can't seem to catch anything? Was that Valdez Scantling, I believe? I'm not sure. I think it was Valdez Scantling. I was watching Ocho Cinco and what's the name show last night, and they was talking about it. I think that was Valdez Scantling, bro. And it's because he tried to catch with his body, bro. And especially it was a nasty game last night. It was raining or snowing or whatever that was. You can't catch with your body. You got to get that ball. Uh, and he just dropped that motherfucker. Was it Valdez Scantling? I'm not sure. Pretty sure though. And yeah, I feel bad for him too. That shit terrible. They had a great season and then lose your quarterback towards the end of the season is just hurtful, bro. Excuse me. Jeff is a Florida fan, so I don't expect you to feel too bad. But he said, though I do feel bad for their player, that was horrible. Yeah. I mean, it was just a simple tackle. It's like the dude kind of rolled up on his ankle and it just broke. And he didn't even realize it at first till he planted it to try to get up. And he noticed his whole foot was like this way. It was bad, bro. It kind of looked exactly like what happened to Dak a couple years ago, just on the other leg. Eagles just improved from last year. I agree. They improved. Swift is a big improvement at running back for them. Swift is better than I thought he was, bro. He nice. Scantling awful. He needs Aaron Rodgers to throw him the ball. You right. He ain't been the same since he left Green Bay. And to me, he wasn't all that in Green Bay. To be honest, Jeff said he can't seem to catch a cold. That's ball. That ball was in his hands. Yeah, man. I mean, when you a body catcher, you used to, and then the ball at a different angle, and you got to use your hands. And it's raining. You gotta think about it. It's raining. You looking up into the lights. The rain dropping into your eye. It's droplets in your eye. Your hands wet from the gloves, and those gloves ain't really made to be worn in the rain. They really for dry weather conditions. So once they get wet, it's extra slippery. It's a lot that go into catching that ball, man. It ain't easy. And then it was an over shoulder throw, so he had to track it from here all the way into his hands. I mean, when you're not used to catching it when you're with your hands, that's what happened. Along with, and on a normal day, he probably would have caught that, but under inclement weather conditions, yeah, it wasn't nothing for him. He dropped that motherfucker. Sklook. It be like that sometime, bro. And then I seen a clip of him walking into the locker room. He was all pissed off, slamming his helmet against the wall and shit. But yeah, I definitely think the Eagles a problem. I don't see nobody in the NFC giving them a problem besides what's bull name? I said what's bull name? What's their name? San Francisco. And I'm sick of San Francisco, man. Brandon Ayuk done all of a sudden became the number one receiver out there. That shit crazy to me. Debo can't catch a ball. They won't even throw his ass a ball. That shit crazy. Jeff said he been dropping balls for years. I believe he leads, or this year, I believe he leads the league in drop balls. That's what happened when you a body catcher, bro. You're not catching with your hands. All it take is one wrong movement and that ball coming up out of there. So I don't know, man. It's a tough one. Yeah, 49ers will give them a problem. That's the only team in the NFC that's gonna give them an issue. To be honest, I can't wait to see that game. Eagles versus 49ers, that's going to be a good one. And only reason I'm giving the slight advantage to the 49ers currently is because the Eagles ain't on the same page as the offense all the way. Like that first quarter looked terrible. Him and AJ Brown and AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts was arguing again last night. I mean, it's like they don't. Some games they be on point, and some games they don't. And I watched that shit because Jalen Hurts was my quarterback last night, and he fucking damn near killed me in fantasy. I only got 11 points out of him. That bitch threw a pick, and then it was like the offensive line couldn't block to save his life. And then if you noticed at one point, he went up to the line to change the play, and Jason Kelsey, Travis' brother, the offensive lineman Jason, he went up and he shook it off. He was like, no. Like he went up and tried to change the play, and Kelsey told him no. I'm like, what? When do you ever seen an offensive lineman tell a quarterback not to audible? So I'm like, I don't know what's going on there. They figured it out in the second half, but I don't know what's going on there. It just seemed like something going on out there. And Jeff said, I think Philly can win the Super Bowl this year. If they can get past the 49ers defense, they'll get it. They got a good defense too. I'm with the if the Eagles come out that bitch and play on all cylinders and they on the same page and they can and their defense come out like the way they normally do, they can beat the 49ers on a good night. But they can't have no hiccups because the 49ers got a hell of a defense now that they added Chase Young. And if you can't protect them, what Jalen Hurts gonna do if he can't get protection? You know what I mean? Louis Hawk said, "I'm with you, Jeff. Eagles unless Hurts goes down." I mean, we'll have to see. I don't think they're gonna have. I don't think, based off of what I'm saying, they're not gonna be able to run the ball. Swift gonna run the ball a little bit. Swift gonna run the ball a little bit, but against fucking Bosa, that interior line, and Chase Young, that's gonna be a tough, long night. It's gonna be a long night. So they're gonna have to throw the ball, and AJ Green and the other boy are gonna have to show up. I can't think of what the other boy name is right now. And I totally agree. I told y'all at the beginning of the season, Detroit was my sleeper team. I think they make the playoffs. I don't know if they're gonna like go any further than this first or second round because their offense is sus. Their defense been acting a little sus lately too, but I like Detroit. I've been a fan of Detroit since last year. I feel like they got a great head coach, and the GM is putting the right players in the right positions. I just think they're a quarterback away. I don't have faith in that boy. I don't have faith in them. Their quarterback. Jeff say I agree. Yeah, man. It is. It's the real, bro. It's real, man. It's gonna definitely be between coming going for the Super Bowl in the NFC. Definitely gonna be between 49ers, 49ers and Eagles. Jeff said, "Did you see where RG3 told the Browns they would sign him? He would take them to the Super Bowl." When the last time RG3 played? Like 10 years ago? I think it's done. RG3 was a great quarterback though. He just couldn't stay healthy, man. I don't know. I know, like, well, he got hurt with that first. Like, I think it was his first or second year. He was running the ball and then he bent his knee awkwardly when he got hit by that lineman. Ever since then, he wasn't the same. I don't know. Louis Hawk say golf is fairly accurate. I like golf, but I don't think he that guy. I mean, that was proven when he took the Rams to the championship, right? And they lost. Or they got close to the championship and they lost. So he can win you some games, but can he get you over that hump? Is the question. It take great quarterback play to get you a Super Bowl, not just fairly accurate, or fairly decent. He did okay behind Jackson. Jackson who? Not Lamar. Jared Goff ain't play with no Jackson. Lamar Jackson. I don't think so. I don't know what Jackson you talking about, Louis. But I think they a quarterback away. Don't know who that quarterback is. I also think they need a little bit more at the skill position. Like I like the running back a little bit. Uh, Jared Goff was signed by the Ravens. I ain't know that. I damn sure ain't know that. I thought he went straight from LA to I thought he went straight from LA to Detroit because he got traded. They traded Matthew Stafford for Jared Goff. I thought. Oh, you talking about RG3? Oh, you talking about RG3? I thought you was talking about Jared Goff. Yeah, RG3. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, RG3. Yeah, that was just like a year or two ago. Actually, I forgot about that. You're right. He did play for them. He was the backup. And I mean, I think RG3 could do it. Is he gonna win him a Super Bowl? I don't know, bro. Yeah, I figured it out when you said before he went to ESPN. I just seen him though on a clip earlier today. He was at the Clemson game, and Dabo Sweeney. I don't know if y'all. Well, I know Louis watch college like that, and Jeff do. But before the game, they run down that steep ass hill to get into the stadium. They call it Death Valley, and he was running. He was running full speed. He still got it. He's still fast. Cause they run down that hill so fast. He still got it. He was keeping up with them boys too. So no Super Bowl, no playoffs with RG3. I mean, I don't think the Browns got a great defense, but adding RG3 to that offense ain't gonna really change nothing. It ain't gonna make them a Super Bowl contender. Cause I mean, at the end of the day, they gotta see Kansas City. Who else is nice in the NFC really right now? The Bills in trouble. I mean, they look sus. Um, and the Bengals are done. That shit over with this year. I'm trying to think of who else nice. Houston. I don't know what Houston record is, but yeah, you're right. He don't need to be fast. He just got to be able to throw the ball. But who they got besides Amari Cooper to throw the ball to? That's the problem. Who else he gonna throw the ball to when they start double teaming Amari Cooper? I think they got Njoku, don't they? But he just got back off of he burnt his face up and shit type shit. So he ain't the same right now. He ain't the same right now at all. So I think they need to get a couple more pieces out there. I would love to see RG3 get another job though, because I feel like after he got hurt, he didn't really get a fair shot. I feel like that was it for him. I mean, it is a business, but I feel like they ain't give him a shot. Elijah Moore from the Jets is a good wideout. I like Elijah Moore. And I don't know if the Jets will let him go though. That's the only thing. I doubt if the Jets will let him go. Damn, excuse me. Mm. Allergies acting up today. Jeez. But yeah, man. I doubt if the Jets will let Elijah Moore go. Because they banking on next year, they're going to be a problem. If they could keep that defense together this offseason, I don't think nobody up for a contract right now, though. So they should be good. They should be good, but yeah, man. Shout out to Colorado. All right, Jeff. Have a good night, my boy. We appreciate you tuning in. You be safe too, bro. Happy holidays, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you and the family, bro. I probably won't see y'all again I won't see y'all again till after Thanksgiving. So happy holidays, bro. Happy Thanksgiving. Shout out to the Colorado Buffaloes, man. They had a rough year this year. It started out great. And it ain't panning out the way we wanted it to, man. But it's all good. You know what I mean? We gonna bounce back next year. Well, they gonna bounce back next year. And I think they'll probably win at least 6 or 7 games next year, without a doubt. They definitely going to a bowl game. It kind of fell apart this year. Coach Prime ended up changing the offensive coordinator and all of that. And it's crazy because the offensive coordinator was a head coach. So I don't know how that worked out. He gave up his head coaching job to come there. So, but they'll figure it out. Give them at least another year or two, and I think they'll be a serious contender, man. And it be like that sometime in college football, man. You gotta have that offensive line, that D line, yo. Gotta have it. And we'll have to see what they can do next year. We'll have to see. But I think they'll be able to put it together. Coach Prime ain't going. I mean, his first year at Jackson State, they had a rough go of it, and then they finally got it together. So I think it'll be the same thing this year for the most part. And that. What are you cooking?
I'm cooking right now.
I said, what are you cooking? It don't smell like enchiladas. It smells like chicken. It smell good as hell, man. Yeah, man. um, all right. But yeah, man. I definitely think that Colorado will be good next year. Um, Shout out to my Virginia Tech Hokies too, man. Even though we fucking trash cans, garbage as hell. I uh, I definitely think we can pull it together eventually. Y'all ready for all these games? We got Thursday night games this week. We got Friday night games this week and Sunday night games this week. I love that shit. I never seen the Thursday night. I mean, a Friday night NFL game. I don't know why they doing a Friday night NFL game, but they are. I'll take it. My Falcons play the Saints this weekend. We gotta win that game. If we don't win that game, we out of the playoff race. I think for the most part. You know, the NFC South is trash, so we always figure out a way to lose. Hopefully, we figure out a way to win this year. So we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, I don't know. My brother at the night, he couldn't make it in. Um, I tried to text him to see what's going on, but I ain't getting no response. So hopefully he all right. If I don't hear from him, I'll give him a call. He was at work today, Louis Hawk. You seen him at work? Or you work at night? Yeah. He wasn't at work either. I don't know what's going on with bro. I might have to give him a call and see what's going on. I ain't even heard him talking trash this week. My wife seen his wife this morning, so I know I know she would have said something if he was like, I don't know. I don't know what to say, but we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out, man. But that's all I really pretty much got for y'all tonight, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't got nothing much else to talk about. Uh, I'm happy as fuck. Yeah, I agree with that, bro. I don't know what's up. I'm gonna have to oh, maybe he got something, got sick too or something. 'Cause normally you hear from him. He ain't talk shit all weekend. I don't think about fantasy football or nothing. But yeah, we'll be back Friday. Um, Make sure y'all boys like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Yo, look who popped in, my brother. What's happening, bro? How about the motherfucking Eagles before I get off of here, G? Go ahead, talk your shit, G. He was at work yesterday, so maybe he ain't feeling good today or something like that. I don't know. He ain't text me or nothing, so he might be like sleep or something. 9-1, baby. Y'all, but you can't tell me you wasn't nervous though. At first, y'all boys was looking real suspect at first. G, I ain't gonna lie to you. At one point, I thought Kansas City was about to run away with that shit. G, I thought they were gonna blow y'all ass out, but y'all got it together at halftime. Happy Thanksgiving, Louie. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. Enjoy that turkey, man. And tell them folk, I'm kind of mad at 2J's right now because they got the wife working on Thanksgiving. I ain't too happy about it, but it is what it is. You hear me? So you cut the game off. What you mean? You thought y'all was gonna catch the L? And they're gonna cut the game off? Y'all boys figured it out though. You ain't never supposed to cut the game off. Hey, you be watching Gilly, Chad? You be watching Gilly, he be watching the show live. That shit be funny as a motherfucker, G. It be him and some little nigga in the Eagles outfit on $1 million worth of game. That shit be funny as hell, G. I be watching them sometime. 8 to 2, yeah. I think she worked about the same. She worked about the same on Thanksgiving. She says mandatory, y'all gotta work. That shit bogus as hell to me. But it is what it is. Get that money, son. Food will be ready by about 2, 3 o'clock anyway when you get home, so you'll be alright. Yeah, that shit be funny, Chad. I be watching that shit too, bro. That should be too funny. I watched it last night when I was watching y'all game. That shit funny as hell to me. Which one? The little nigga that be having the I Louis Hawk. Appreciate you tuning in, man. I'm about to get up out of here too. What little dude you talk? You talking about the little dude that be having the eagle costume on? He be on that nigga. He be grabbing the back of his head and shit. That shit be funny as hell though. That nigga Gilly be upset for real in that motherfucker too. They be letting people call in and shit, talk shit to him. I like that shit. I ain't never seen nothing like it. That shit hard. But yeah, man, I'm finna get up out of here. Hopefully my brother alright, man. I'm gonna hit him up in a little bit, call him and see what's going on. I ain't heard from bro. Make sure y'all follow, like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. And we'll be back on Friday. We'll go over all the Thursday night games, and there'll actually be a game on Friday night, so we can talk about that. And we'll get ready for the next week of fantasy football. Shout out to me. I made it back into the playoff race in fantasy football. I'm in the 8th position. Now all I gotta do is keep winning. Shout out to my opponent Jeff. He was on here a little bit ago. It was a great battle. I pulled it out by 3 points. I'll take a win wherever I can get it. And yeah, we'll see y'all Friday. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Peace out. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man.